nervous doing these slots, but I am not nervous doing goal setting and vision boards. I absolutely love goal setting and vision boards. And I probably got introduced to it about 20 years ago. My first author that I read was Tony Robbins. And I am not going to stand here and say to you all and teach you what I know and what I've learned as if I know it and I'm doing it. I'm still practicing it. I still haven't perfected it. And Jason mentioned about self-worth. And that's just a journey we're all going to be on. I'm just going to share with you what my experience is with goal setting and how I think it is truly important, especially in the business that we're in. And vision boards. It's not a workshop on goal setting or vision boards. I'm hoping to just encourage you all to go home and realize the importance of goal setting. Everybody's talking about it. It's all over YouTube. It's been in books all around the world for a long, long time. But most of the population doesn't do it. We just don't do it. Linda, thank you for your honesty. I bet we all have told our uplines and our family members and some of our team members, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Got my goals. They're not written down anywhere, but I don't have a vision of it anywhere else other than maybe in here. And sometimes it's not even in here. I don't know why that reason is. I'm sure there's somebody's done research on it, but what I personally think it is, in my own experiences, some people don't even know to set goals and have vision boards. They've never even heard of it. And I have many, many people in my team, whenever I joined Forever, they had never heard tell of setting goals for themselves. There's people who just don't believe in it. I don't believe in that wishy-washy stuff. That's okay too. I asked them, how's that working out for you? And then there's some people, I can't remember who the speaker was, that says that you know, you have goals or you think you have goals, and the real obstacle that I find people have is that they don't know what they want. How many people feel that way? Like, I don't know what I want this year. I don't know what this month. I don't really know what I want. And we come to success days and trainings and they say, your why should make you cry. And I don't know what my reasons for doing this business or for making money or for personal achievements are. Everybody has passions and desires and dreams inside of us. Not one of us are different. Not one of us. So I want you to start out by thinking, I should have probably lifted the wee blinker, whatever you call it. I want you to realize that you do need to have a goal and you do have to have a vision. And the preparation starts with, if you're not mentally ready, the physical body will never be prepared. Never, ever, ever. This is step number one. You must do the preparation. So I already talked about the goal set. These are just some of the quotes that I want you to realize the importance. So when people who set goals, they succeed because they know where they're going. The preparation start and deciding to decide, that Jason said, is the beginning of where you want to go. And setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. So for those of you in the room who just have not taken the time to set goals or had vision boards, you've missed step one. It's the most important step. So what do you want? Let me just help you start with the easier stuff, the easy step on doing this here. Why don't you just take pen and paper? This isn't going to be a workshop. We don't have time for it. But why don't you take pen and paper now and think about all the things you don't like in your life? All the things that keep showing up, whether it's debt, bad relationships, not achieving the things that you've been setting to do year in, year out, and forever. Maybe there's a part of your home you've always wanted to renovate, and it just keeps showing up that it's not done, and you would love it to be done. Or you've got a car that should have been replaced years and years ago. What do you not want in your life anymore? And then turn that on your head. And these are the things you do want. So if it's debt, I don't want you to sit down and write a goal of going, I want to get out of debt. No, you want money, because money's going to get you out of debt. What's the number? What is the actual number you need to get out of debt? This is the stuff you need to start putting down in your goals and your vision boards to achieve it. Don't think of the thing you don't want. We're going to turn it completely on the opposite. And then think about the things that make you happy. There's people in this room, I know you believe in the law of attraction, and some of you, it may be very new to you. But if we want to attract everything we want, we need to do more of the things that makes us happy. What makes you happy? What gives you peace of mind? do more of that stuff. Do the things that you're going to be so grateful for that you can't do anything else other than attract that back into your life. Because this is the hard part, and I hope I'll have time to share with you a wee bit of how I've done certain things with my goals and vision boards, and why, through self-worth and through not focusing on the things that make me happy, that when I have to do things outside my comfort zone, they become really difficult. Because I'm not focusing on the things that make me happy. So, you're your biggest asset, folks. You're it. There's nobody ever, not now or in the whole time you're going to be here on this planet, going to be more important than you. And I'm going to encourage you all. This is key. Your responsibility when you were put down here to have this experience in this lifetime was to do nothing but have the best life that you possibly could have. It's your responsibility, and you are your own biggest asset. And I truly believe setting goals, setting intentions for yourself, having a vision board for yourself is the key. It just makes it so much easier. So what do you want? What do you want? What makes you, let me put it this way. How do you define success? Because what you want and what's on your vision board is your idea of success. Some people, that might be just to get up in the morning and feel healthy. That might be a successful morning for you. Some people might be just to be able to pay the bills. But for just 1 minute, just one minute on this one, I want you all, if you are comfortable, if those of you who don't, that's fine. Close your eyes just for 1 second and go to your highest thought of yourself. Nothing's going to change. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying about you. You don't need any more new skills or any more new knowledge, just where you are right now in this moment. Push yourself to the highest thought you have of yourself. And what does that look like? Who are you? How do you walk? How do you talk to other people? How do you react to other people talking and reacting to you? What does your life look like? What does your family look like? Your friends, your wealth, your health? So you can open your eyes. But how exciting would it be, folks, if you got up every day and you thought your highest thought of yourself, and you did it tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and you practiced this stuff for 6 months and a year? Where would you be? Who would you have become? This is what goal setting and vision boards is all about. So I encourage you all to go home and write down the headings of finances, forever, health, relationships, personal, home, car, whatever heading you're focused on, what's important in your life. And I want you to go to your highest thought. And you can do it through different exercises. I mean, one of the ones I love is if you stand at the end of a shoreline and you visualize again, you need to close your eyes and visualize as far as the eye can see is where your goal is. As far as the eye can see is where your goal is. So some people might say to you in your business or your organization, or you might say it yourself, I want £1 million. Can you really see £1 million from the shoreline? Or is it 10,000? Or is it 100,000? How far can you see? Not how far you want everybody else to see, or you would love to be able to see. Just right now in this moment, how far is it you can see? And the funny thing is, whatever it is that you want, it wants you too. Whatever it is you desire, it wants you too. And as you get closer and closer to your goal, and I visualize the ocean, you get to that point, what happens? What does the eyesight see after that goal? More. So if it's 10,000 this year, it'll maybe be 100,000 next year. And the following couple of years will be the million. But you have to do this stuff first. You have to set an intention first. A vision, a goal, a plan. Because there's things you're going to have to do on your way to get to that goal so you can open the doorway to opportunities for you. It's a bit like forever. You have to get the manager before you can get Eagle Manager, Car Plan, or Global or Chairman's. So go into all those categories that you want to boost in your life, and think of the highest thought of yourself and visualize it as far as the eye can see and work towards it daily. These are just some of the goals that some people look towards in their life. Money, health, wealth, family, relationships, dream homes. The funny thing is when you're setting goals and doing vision boards, whenever I first did this, I just couldn't get my head around, does everybody want the best jobs in the world? And does everybody want money? And we're going to run out of stuff. This stuff can't work. We don't want the same thing. None of us do. When you really start practicing this stuff, that's why we're unique. That's why we live in a world that is just full of variety and is ever growing and ever developing. We don't want the same stuff. And just in case your paths cross with people who do, there is abundance everywhere. Everywhere. It's in its plentiful. But the thing that Jason talked about is if you don't feel worthy enough for it, you're going to have a very difficult journey on the way to it. But practicing this stuff starts giving you belief and hope that you do deserve it just like the next person. So, here is the formula. In forever and in life, there's a formula. Forever, the formula is use the products, share the products, retail the products, and build a team. In goal setting and setting a vision board for yourself, what do you want? Step number 1, it's the preparation, it's the key. What do you want? It may be supervisor, it may be 4 case credits, but write it down. You're responsible for your life. Write it down. Why do you want it? Who will you become in achieving it? Who will you have become? What skills will you have gained? What knowledge will you have learned? What other values and relationships will you have enriched your life in doing it? Who will have benefited from it? How will you have benefited from it? How will it have changed or affect your life? Why do you want it? You're in charge. But are you bothered to be bothered to decide what you want? Because I truly, truly believe that when people stand on this stage or stand at our BPs or you read in books or you in life, your parents taught you, teachers taught you, they talk about hard work and effort. Hard work and effort's going to get you to where you want to get to. It's this hard work and effort that gets you the dreams and goals that you want in your life. And that's why so many of us struggle, because so many of us are not setting our own goals and our own intentions. But are you prepared to do this formula day in, day out, week in, month out? This is where, if everyone spent their effort and their energy and hard work on visualizing the things that they want, the path of opportunity just unfolds. It literally will just unfold for you. When you don't, because I've experienced it, you feel hardship. It's difficult. So when you've got your vision of where you're going, I say get it, and people write it down. You put it on a picture. Be bothered to be bothered. Put it on a picture on a vision board and see it. See it, like I said, close your eyes and go as far into that picture as you possibly can. Because when you see something long enough, you'll start to feel it. And that's step number 4. You have got to feel it. If you see something and feel something long enough, you'll start to believe it. I could come up with a story that me and Jamie was somewhere last weekend, and he'll say, I wasn't there, Jill. Wasn't there. I could paint that picture so clear to him, day in and day out. I'd tell him what he's wearing, what I was wearing, what we ate, where we drank, that he starts to feel it as if he was there, because I wasn't there, Jill. You were there. And I'll go over and over again, to the point where he sees it and feels it. And your teachers did it. And your parents did it. They said things about you that maybe didn't happen, or it was just their opinion of you. And you saw it and you felt it long enough till you believed it. This is the hard work we have to do if we want to reach our dreams and our goals. You need to put the picture on the board. You need to look at it long enough that you can feel it. And when you see it and feel it, you'll start to believe it. And when you believe it, you will receive it. But our old friend's fear and doubt's going to pop up somewhere in that formula. I don't know when. Just depends on what work you've put into it. It could be right at the start when you said, what do you want? Instantly, I'm not worthy. I can't do it. I don't know how. The hows aren't up to you. Fear and doubt just shows up to remind you that you've just had a thought that's misaligned to where you're going. Remember where you're going. Get the vision in the head of you standing in the shoreline so that you can move closer and closer to your goal on the path of least resistance. That's what you want to do. We want to find it the easiest way. path of least resistance. Fear and doubt just shows up to remind you, for those of you who are sitting in this room that says, I still don't know what I want, and I don't even think I have a goal. I don't really think I know where I'm going. If you've ever experienced feelings of distress, disappointment, anger, frustration, irate with yourself, within yourself, not at someone else, within you, I can assure you the only reason why you feel that is because you have a knowing inside you. You expected your life to be different at this point. You expected something else to be here by now. So you do have desires and you do have expectations of where you want your life to be. You just forgot to get clear and write it down and put it on a vision board and get excited because this stuff works. Oh my God, I so know this stuff works. But I also know it doesn't work when you don't do it. I also know it doesn't work. And you know, you can set whatever you want. Stop worrying about everybody else. And don't set goals that someone else close to you could achieve on your behalf. I don't know if there's any other women in this room right now that sometimes when you join Forever and I set money goals or things that I wanted for myself, like family time, holidays, a new car, my husband could do that in his job. If I wasn't pushing me hard enough, I was easily stepping back into, oh, well, I could get that another way. I'll not worry about it. Don't do that. If you want it, get it for yourself. Don't expect someone else to do it for you. But get clear on what you want. Jason, you're right, this time's flown by. So I'm going to quickly move on and let you know a wee bit about some of the stuff that I've achieved with Forever. I've actually done this a few times, vision boards and goal setting. And the stuff that's manifested for me is tingling, goosebump feeling. And you know what? I still don't do this stuff religiously. I still don't do it religiously. But I love it, and I love watching other people get their goals and get their dreams and getting the vision boards up. Have you got a vision board yet? Good girl. You want to get that vision board. Jeanette, make sure she's got that vision board ready. Honestly. If your sponsor asks you for your vision board or your goal book, it's only yourself you're kidding. It really is only yourself because this stuff works. So before I joined Forever in the Christmas, I joined it in October, November. I think it was 2011. The Christmas before that, my husband had bought me a journal called The Secret. It wasn't the book, The Secret. It was a journal, The Secret. And I wrote in January, as you do. Who gets journals and you write for the whole month of January and you never look at it again? Whole month of January. I've got loads of pages of all January, none in February or March. And I wrote in it, and it was brilliant. I remember really enjoying doing it. And as I said, I'd already done a lot of books and CDs on law of attraction and visualization. And I found the book 2.5 years after I joined Forever. Oh my goodness. I had written in that book, I am so grateful for my home-based business. I didn't even know that a home-based business existed, but I was already starting to think I wanted to be home with my boys. I am so grateful for all the business owners that I work with. I am so grateful for the customers I have. I love working from home. I love the opportunity this has given me. Forever wasn't, I didn't even know Forever existed. I'd never heard tell of the products of the company. Goosebump moment. Time to get a vision board out, Jill. This is one of my great ones. I'll come back to him because I love this. In 2016, with the team, we did a vision board, early 2016. And one of the things I put on it was a check. You'll notice I didn't put any currency. It just said 10,000. No currency at all, just £10,000. I'll be honest with you, the goal wasn't for anything other than I was hoping that I would start generating a monthly income of £10,000 with Forever. December 2016 came and went. The vision board came and went too and was put away. In the summer of 2017, I was decorating the office and I pulled out the vision board and literally froze because the picture beside it is me in April in 2017 lifting $10,996 because I put a goal on a board. This stuff works. Don't get attached to the goal. I didn't get attached to that goal. I wasn't desperate for that goal. I didn't need it, but I could see it. could see that. That was on my horizon. That was within my reach. I truly believed I was worthy and capable. If you'd asked me to write down 100,000, I would have done it, but I wouldn't have believed it. It is crazy, this stuff, and it's fun. This business is all about fun. Steve Harvey was the guy I just skipped there. He says the road to success is always under construction. It always, always is. There's going to be pitfalls, stop signs, bumps. I think one of the speakers mentioned that. There's going to be pitfalls, and up and dust yourself off and get back up again. When the pitfalls show up, if you're not prepared to put the hard work and effort in what people are talking about over and over to you again, which I truly don't believe is anything other than that formula. What do you want? Why do you want it? Look at it every day, take care of it, nurture it, see it, feel it, believe it. It's yours. Because if you go out onto that journey tomorrow and you want forever to work for you, but you won't commit to what work means, what do you mean you want it to work for you? What does that mean? Commit to something. You see, when them pitfalls show up, you're going to find yourself going right and right in circles, or somewhere completely in the opposite direction to where you wish you were. And it was because you missed step number one. Decide to decide. And the most recent goal I had was on my vision board, that exact same vision board with the £10,000 check was Dallas. Dallas for the Global Rally. I didn't write Global Rally. I had Dallas. I had a picture of Dallas up. And in December 2017, for the first time in 3 years, I didn't qualify for Global Rally or Chairman's. So I wasn't going to Dallas. But like my last vision board, it got put away. It was forgotten about. New year, new start. Julie O'Brien rang me up on the 20th of January and said, would you like to be my partner and go to Dallas with me? Woo! I'm going to Dallas! But I put it on a board. I put it on a board, and I wasn't attached to it, and I wasn't desperate for it. I could feel it. I could, by the way. Bob Parker and the guys in head office asked me to do a VIP slot on Rex's birthdays, and I stood at the stage and I asked people, come on, Rex is asking us to go to his birthday party. We have to be there. I put it on my board. Oh, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. I didn't know how. I'm going to Dallas. My husband literally came home from work that I went, how do you do it, Jill? I says, it's time to do a vision board. He actually was driving yesterday and he says, Jill, I swear I'm going home to do my vision board. I swear I am. He listened to the train and he said, I'm going home to do it. So I am over time, and I'm really quickly going to wrap up by saying, here's the exciting part. Your greatest idea has never been created yet of yourself. Your highest thought, you've never lived it. You have a lot of greatness within you, but until you decide, it's not going to happen, folks. And in Forever Ireland, the greatest FBO hasn't shown up yet. Now, I'm not saying they're not in this room. They very may well be. I actually think there is probably a few of us that's going to be the greatest creation in the next 5 to 10 years. But what I mean by they haven't shown up yet is that they haven't decided to decide. They haven't set their vision and their goal of where they're going. And when they do, you will all know who they are. And I'll promise you this, folks. The ones that show up in the next 5 to 10 years that are achieving everything and making things look so easy and moving through this marketing plan through ease and grace and enjoying their life, they will have visions. There will be goal boards, and they will have a powerful vision board that's driving them every day. I'm leaving you all today to say have a wonderful weekend, have an amazing success day, and get those vision boards out.